So hey my YouTubers and everyone in the world, today is July the 25th. The time is now 5 p.m. guys. It was a beautiful Thursday all day. If you're new to my channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below and that notification bell so you can see more of me. And like I always say guys, if you want to see any type of videos, make sure to leave them in the description down below. And I also want to leave a surprise with you guys at the end of the video because it's something big and it's major. But moving forward, today we're going to be talking about 7 signs that you are lonely. I feel like this is so important to know, and it's crazy because while I was doing my research, I'm like, I can relate to a couple of these things. So I'm just saying. But anyways, the first sign to know that you are lonely is you're shopping a lot. If you notice yourself shopping all the time, that's usually because you're missing something else. So you're trying to fill that void by shopping here and shopping there because it just makes you feel good at that point in time. Like, okay, well, I just bought myself a new pair of sneakers or a new shirt or a new jacket or some new jeans. Like, if you're shopping excessively, that is a sign that you just may be lonely. Now, the second sign to know that you just may be lonely is you're binge watching, meaning you're going from episode to episode, like on Netflix. And this is what I'm guilty of. I mean, it could be that you could be really addicted to whatever the show is, but if you're watching episode after episode after episode, it's like, wow, you really have a lot of time on your hands. I'm just saying. Now, the third way to know that you may be lonely is you're not feeling rested. This means that at night, even if you worked so hard during the day, at night, you don't want to sleep. It's like your body is tired, but your mind is still up. What can I do next? And I feel like a lot of times we do that because our mind is not at rest. It's not at peace. You know, we may be stressing. We may be a little bit depressed. We may be thinking about things that made us sad. And a lot of that stuff causes a lot of anxiety within us. And it's hard for us to relax our minds and our bodies enough to go to sleep. So yeah, that's another sign that you just may be lonely. Now, the fourth sign that you may be lonely is if you're taking long showers and long baths, like all the time. It's one thing to get in the shower, handle your business, little 10, 15, 20 minutes the most. But it's another thing if you're constantly in the shower for like a whole hour. I mean, what are you doing for a whole hour in the shower? Now, if you're taking a bath every once in a while and you like to relax with some candles and some soothing music and stuff with the lights off, that's okay. But if you're doing that every single night, that is a sign that you just may be lonely. Like you're missing out on something else. So you're trying to fill that void once again by, taking a nice bath like all the time. It's just kind of not really normal, but everyone is different. Now, the fifth sign to know that you may be lonely, and this one is going to catch you guys off guard, is if you're catching a lot of colds. Scientifically speaking, it is said that people who are lonely, they activate something inside them that causes our immune system to become weak. And when your immune system is weak, you are prone to bacteria and viruses a lot easier than someone who has a strong immune system. So if you're catching colds quite often, every time you turn around, your throat is sore, your ears are doing something, you're coughing, constant headaches, those sometimes are signs that you're worried about something. Whether you're saying it or not, your body feels that stress. And like I said, this is not good because it causes your immune system to be extremely weak, which means that it's easier for you to get sick. Now, the sixth sign to know that you may be lonely is if you have friends that are constantly complaining about being lonely. Like they say, birds of a feather flock together. At the end of the day, if you and someone get along, that's good. But if you have a friend that's always saying, oh, I feel so lonely, I feel depressed sometimes, I always feel by myself, I feel like no one cares about me, then it must be something about you that's drawing that type of person to you. So that's when you have to take a look inside yourself and analyze everything going on with you. Like I said, birds of a feather flock together. Now, the seventh sign to know that you may be lonely is you often feel depressed. And this one is kind of like an obvious one. A lot of times when we do feel lonely, we feel like, dang, I wish I had a couple good friends and stuff. Or, I wish I had somebody I can call and say, hey, let's go hang out right now. And they're with it. and no excuses or nothing. But like I said, when you very lonely, you feel depressed, you feel sad, you feel like people don't care as much as you would want them to, and some of that may be true and some of it may not be true. It really all depends on the individual and how they respond to different situations as well. Some people do care about you being depressed and lonely. And if you express that that's how you feel, and maybe there's certain changes that can be made and you won't feel as lonely. Now, the bonus tip for you guys for today to know if you're lonely, and this one is obvious, is you talking to yourself. You talking to yourself. If you find yourself constantly talking to yourself, not necessarily answering yourself back, but the only person you feel like you talk to is God, then that's a sign that you are definitely a lonely person. Even I have at least one or two friends. But I'm just saying, like, if you talking to yourself and you answering yourself back and stuff like that, that's not necessarily normal. But it's time to get some friends. But yeah, like I said, those are the 7 different ways to know if you are a lonely person. And if you are, don't feel bad. It's millions of people out there that are lonely, but you got to do something about it. Get some friends, get out of the house, get around a new circle of people, try something new. That's how you do it. Be sociable. Be yourself. But yes, so what I wanted to say before I end this vlog, guys, is today is my mother's birthday. She would have been, I believe, 55 or 56. So I wanted to say rest in peace, Mom, and happy birthday. I love you. I miss you. Everything. I just miss seeing you, the whole 9. But if you guys like this video and you guys want to see more videos like this from me, make sure to give this a huge thumbs up. And like I always say, guys, like, comment, subscribe, and share. And of course, visit my website at shoploveronline.com. Until next time, guys, peace.